So the ILCA is a pretty hard boat to sail. We do these races 45, 50 minutes, and you're doing a lot more than that. Can you tell us who you are and your current adventure?
So I'm Andrew, and otherwise known as the Shrink in the Drink. And I'm
So you can explain the shrink in the drink?
Well, that's quite straightforward. I am a shrink, and I have been in the drink, or on the drink. Yeah, so sailing around the UK in my laser, or ILCA, and I'm about to finish.
So what is your ETA?
28th of August, that's the bank holiday Monday. I set that date so that people could turn up and sort of wave me in. Would be really nice.
And were you inspired by stick daring? How does one suddenly decide they're going to sail all around the UK?
Yeah, that's right. Stick, I saw some of his posts and I thought, that's crazy. But that's really good. It's in a laser. Is that even really possible, I thought. And
It must be. He didn't fake it, I don't think.
He didn't. Yeah, I had a few chats with him. Had a chat or two with Ron, who was the first guy who went round, and got some advice from him as well.
Brilliant. And can you just tell us a little bit about, because stick daring, Neil Peters did it for charities, you're the same?
Yeah. So I'm raising money for 3 charities. So that's motor neurone disease.
That's something very close to my personal heart. My father died of motor neurone in 2012 and never got to see Lily's Olympic gold medal or indeed to see us married. So that's something very close to my heart. And it's a truly, truly terrible disease. I remember in his 60s he was fitter than me in my 30s, and then everybody with motor neurone thinks about Stephen Hawkins, but for most people 6 months, that's probably a lot. So I'm really glad to hear that personally.
Oh, thank you. Yes, because I had an uncle who died from motor neurone disease, and also my wife's uncle, but also a friend in the last year or so. I watched him decline. It's really, really painful because you feel so helpless. There's so little you can do. So that's the first one, motor neurone disease. I've also raising some money for Place to Be, which is a children's mental health charity, because I'm...
The connection with being a shrink?
I'm a child psychiatrist as well. So good to raise money for that.
And the third?
The third one is the Andrew Simpson Foundation. And in fact I met Amanda, so Andrew's sister, over at Weymouth.
Literally today I met his sister and his dad.
Oh, right.
They're both here today at Hayling Island.
Fantastic. Yeah, so that's a great charity, improving lives through sailing, it says, so helping some of the more disadvantaged kids get into sailing.
And it is good to see something come out of that tragedy. I mean, my personal story, my first ever World Championships in Japan, I actually shared a room with Andrew, and it's amazing to think they're coming up for the 10-year anniversary in just a few weeks for the Bart's Bash. But fantastic, lots of luck, and I hope the wind is blowing, the current is ever in your favour, and the sun is shining for your safe return.
Thank you very much, that's very kind.